Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to Midnight Raceway Park. I'm Steve, and this week we've got a 4x4 tournament on the Mountainside track. So, four cars are going to be competing at the same time, and there will be four groups of four cars. So, there's going to be 16 entrants. And at the end of this video, you'll get to meet those entrants and decide if you want to pick one of them as the winner. So initially, let me go over the instructions for the tournament for anybody who's new to this, and then I have a couple of updates to share with you guys. For the tournament, like I said, there's going to be 16 cars. If you're interested, you can pick a car that you think is going to win, and if that car does win, depending on shipping costs, as long as you live in the continental United States, you'll get a free mystery model. It's a Hot Wheels Walmart unique or Walmart specific item that they sell, which is basically a hidden Hot Wheel in the packaging. So you don't know what car it is, but it's one of the newer Hot Wheel cars. So I will send that out to whoever picks the correct winner, and you simply announce who you think is going to win by sharing that in the comment section under this video. So just go to the comments, write down which car you're interested in, and I will log that into the system. So what'll happen with the tournament is, like I said, there's going to be four groups of four cars. Each group will be competing simultaneously on the Mountainside track, and there will be four runs on the Mountainside track. So the starting positions will alternate. The car that scores the highest point total after all four runs, actually the top two, will move on to the next round. In the second round, again, we're going to have two groups of four now instead of four groups of four. And those two groups will be made up of two winners from one group and two winners from the other group, and then vice versa with the remaining groups. The top two from those two groups will move on to the finals. And then there'll be a showdown with the final four, and the one car that comes out on top with the highest point total will be the champion. If there are ties at the end of any particular round, I'm simply going to run a tiebreaker where the two cars will compete head to head at least twice. So they'll have to win two in a row just because one of the lanes may be a little bit faster than one of the other lanes, and we don't want to disadvantage any one particular car. Okay, I think that covers the tournament. And if you want to jump ahead to, get to where the introduction of the cars, just go to this time slot right here, and that's where you'll pick up the cars. But I do have a couple of announcements if you're interested. I had made a comment in my recent post on YouTube about putting the King of the Park on hold. And the reason for that is the road course track was giving me some problems. I was having a hard time with cars staying on the track, and it was more systemic than individualistic. So it was happening to a lot of cars rather than just one or two cars. And so I ended up, because I really put that track together just willy-nilly with no idea of, the physics and the engineering behind the tracks and the speed and the curves. And over the past year, I've learned quite a bit, especially when I was building the Mountainside curve. So I rebuilt the road course. I'm now calling it the oval course because it's basically the cars run basically two complete ovals. So they'll start at the starting gate. They'll go down, they'll complete one circle. Again, this is all a downward slope, so it's all gravity. So they'll do one circle, and then they'll do another circle, and then they'll come out to the finish line. So it's kind of like, if any of you follow NASCAR, it's kind of like Martinsville. It's a paperclip, very sharp corners or turns at both ends, and longer straightaways. So I ended up rebuilding it. It looks really sleek. I like it a lot. The cars have a lot more control on the tracks, so that's good. And so what I ended up doing with the King of the Park event is I had the 6 cars from the original event go on the new track and rerun their times. I'm not sure if I'm going to post that video. I do have it, or if I'll just update the scoring, but I'll have to think about that. And then with the most recent group of King of the Park entrants, competitors, challengers, whatever you want to call them, they uh, they are on the new track. So they've actually completed everything. There's one car that I still have to run from the original 6 that I haven't gotten to yet. So I'm ready to I'm getting close to posting those videos, but I'm taking a break now because now I need to focus on this 4x4 tournament. But in the not too distant future, you should see some posts regarding the King of the Park, and hopefully it's stable now going forward, and there won't be any more retakes or redos of any of the events. So with that said, I think we're ready to go ahead and preview the cars for this week's tournament. And like I said, just announce your pick in the comment section below. I will acknowledge it by replying to your entry. And like I said, whoever wins, as long as the shipping isn't outrageous, you'll get a free Hot Wheels mystery model. And I guess until then, just take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.